It is a cold and windy evening in Chicago. We have opening night of Chicago Bulls basketball here on Shy Sports Live between the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons coming up in just a few minutes. Lineups will be next. Bulls, Pistons, opening nights here on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. We have opening tip off about ready to get underway in just a few minutes. Also, the lineups coming up soon. Gonna play that song and that intro before we hit the tip off. We're almost set for Bulls basketball here. I want to thank you, everyone that's going to be tuning in and who is tuned in right now to listen to the audio broadcast for Chicago Bulls basketball. We are set. It's time for Bulls basketball.
Oh, we want to thank you guys for showing up and showing out every night. Us players are working hard, and we want to give back to the city and give you guys wins, playoff appearances, and championships. So we're doing all we can to do that for you guys. You deserve it. We appreciate you guys. Oh, Tobias, a 6'10" center from Memphis, number 0, Jalen Duran, a 6'7" guard from Michigan, number 55, Duncan Robinson, and a 6'6" guard from Oklahoma State, number 2, Kate Cunningham. The head coach of the Detroit Pistons is Jamie Bickerstaff.
Bulls Nation. Bulls Nation.
You know what time it is?
You know what time it is. You know.
Are you ready?
It's time to see red.
Now let's face the reserves for
As always, we are excited for Sirius by Alan Parsons. We have Bulls basketball coming up here in just a minute. We'll be back into this. Bulls, Pistons tipping off next on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. We're getting ready to tip it off in Chicago between the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons. First tip already on our way to tip off will be won by the Bulls. Cunningham, Robinson, Thompson, Harrison, Duran for the Pistons. Giddey, Vucevic, Buzelis, Jones, and Okoro for the Bulls for the starting lineups. Here's Jones on the wing. Jones driving, sends it to Vooch. Vooch lays it up and in, and that's a good start for the Bulls offense. Picking up an assist to start off the game. Comes the Pistons. Here's Cunningham, top of the key. Floated to Duran, slams it home, and that's a good start for the Pistons. Both teams making their first baskets of the game. Buzelis on the left wing sends it to Giddey. Giddey drives, passes it out to Vooch, who sends it to Jones into the corner, or to Okoro. Okoro loses a shoe, sends it to Buzelis, who slips and scores for a basket. And Okoro is shoeless right now. Holding the shoe. Here come the Pistons. Here's Duran. And there's going to be an offensive foul on Jalen Duran for the pick, so Okoro can be able to fix that shoe. And that's an early foul on Jalen Duran, an offensive foul. So here come the Bulls the other way. Here's Trey Jones. Jones passes it back out to Vooch. Vooch drives, floats it up and in, knocks it down. Vucevic has a basket, 6-2 Chicago. Bulls making their first three baskets of the game. Here's Cade. Cade Cunningham driving, sent it to Duran, who lobs it up and in from Cade, and it's 6-4 Bulls on top. Here's Vucevic, sends it to Giddey. Giddey down low, and he turns it over. Nice steal, intercepting it by Cade. He drives, floats it up and in, and the Pistons have tied it up at 6 with 10:13 to go in the first quarter. Here's Jones, sends it to Vucevic, top of the key, who sends it back to Jones. Both teams 3 of 3 from the field. Jones driving, floats it, short, tipped up and in, not in from Vooch. Gets a rebound, gets a fouled. And the Bulls will go to the line to shoot 2. Vucevic will shoot 2 from the line. There's another foul. I think that foul's on Tobias Harris. No, they're going to call it on Duran. That's Duran's second personal foul already. As the offensive one. And first free throw from Vucevic is good. Duran's going to stay in the game. Nope, he's going to get an early sub. So the Isaiah Stewart's already going to come in. He's an enforcer. And so Jalen Duren, he's already out of the game for the moments due to that personal foul. Vucevic waiting to make the second free throw, which he does. Vucevic, an early 6 points to start the game. Cunningham will dribble the ball up the court, over the timeline, send it to Stewart. Stewart's tap at the key. Passes down low to Cunningham. Cunningham against Giddey. A floater, short, rebounded by Giddey. Giddey makes a nice behind-the-back move. Starts to drive, now pulls it back up to the top of the key. Now comes back in. Send it to Okoro in the corner. Okoro, a little floater, short on it. Board by Stewart. First miss basket, or first open shot miss from a Bull. Robinson passes it to Cunningham. Cunningham driving, sends it to Stewart, who traps it back to Cunningham. A jump shot, too strong. Offensive board off the hand of Vooch into Stewart's hands. Robinson with a shot fake, sends it down low to Harris. Harris, nice move, gets blocked by Buzelis and gets the board. He did a lot during preseason, gets a clean block here. Vooch at the top of the key, driving, and gets fouled by Isaiah Stewart. No shot. That's the first on Stewart. So the Senators for Detroit have 3 fouls combined in the first quarter. But good defense from Matas on the other end. And the Bulls have already forced the Pistons to commit their second team foul of the quarter. Giddey gets the inbound pass, and he'll send it to Vucevic. Vucevic fakes the handoff, getting hammered a bit, passes it to Giddey. Giddey takes a 2. That's well off the mark. Not have any time on a shot clock anyways. That's going to cause a team turnover for the Bulls. Not a good offensive possession there after the foul. Here's Thompson. Send it to Robinson, who sends a floater pass to Stewart. Stewart send it to Cunningham. Cunningham driving. Fadeaway shot. Knocks it down. It's 8-8. Giddey coming up across the court. Sends an errant pass to Buzelis. Able to recover it. Buzelis, nice behind-back move. There's a foul called. This time on Tobias Harris. That's the third team foul for the Pistons in the quarters. We haven't even hit the 8-minute mark of this first quarter. You got him on the right hand. That's the first on Harris. And Matas will shoot 2 from the line. For the Bulls, the expectation is around 35, 36 wins, I think, would be considered a successful season. First free throw from Buzelis is good. And Kevin Huerter is going to come into the game. Early sub for the Bulls. And to see who he checked in for. It's not Giddey. It looks like it might be Trey Jones. Buzelis trying to knock down the second of 2 free throws, which he does. So Matas has 4 points. Trey Jones is out of the game now. Kevin Huerter is in for him. Here's Cunningham on the left corner. Bit of a switch there. Harris being guarded by Okoro. Backing him down. Fadeaway shot. Tough shot, but he hits. We're tied back up at 10. Detroit 5 of 8 from the field to start this game tonight. Here's Buzelis. A nice little crossover. Drives. Stewart picks up another foul. There's a shot by Giddey. It's blocked. And a defensive board for the Pistons. And we're going to have a foul called here on Kevin Huerter on the other way. Asar Thompson making a nice block. Make sure that's not going to be a goaltending. But that's just a good block from Asar. First team foul in Chicago is on the floor, so the Pistons will not get free throws. Cunningham driving. Send it to Stewart, who lays it up and in. Good play there. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Bulls. So 12-10, Pistons on top. 7:21 to go in the first quarter. Way back at us on Shy Sports Live. Opening night, Bulls basketball. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. 12-10, Pistons on top early over the Bulls with 7:21 to go in the quarter. First quarter, that is. Billy Donovan already taking an early timeout. 6 of 9 from the field of the Pistons through the first 4-ish minutes of the quarter. Bulls just behind them as Vucevic leads the Bulls in scoring with 6. Buzelis has the other 4 for Chicago. As we are almost ready for the resumption of play here in the first quarter. And another wonderful intro as the inbound is in. And we're back to playing some basketball. Giddy across the timeline. Send it to Vooch. Hands it up to Giddy, a floater, and he knocks it down. Giddy has his first basket of the game. Vucevic picks up an assist. Bulls have tied it at 12. Here's Cunningham. Cade Cunningham will send it to Harris. Cunningham gets it back. Send it to Duncan Robinson. Fadeaway 3. Don't want to leave him open, but he misses it. Rebounded by Josh Giddey. Giddey will have his second defensive board of the game. Here's Buzelis. It's an awkward pick from Vooch. Now switches. Giddey driving against Harris. Continue to driving. Send it to Okoro driving hard. Gets a shot blocked, but he gets an offensive rebound. Here's Giddey for 3. Knocks it down. Giddey 2 of 4 from the field now with 5 points. 15-2 Chicago. Robinson sends it to Cunningham. Cunningham sends it to Stewart. Stewart will send it to Harris at the top of the key. Harris on the left wing now. Near the elbow, now driving, floats it up, and no good. Rebounded by Vucevic. I'll give Vooch his first defensive board. Here's Giddey. Giddey driving, lays it up, gets fouled, almost makes the N1. That's the 4th team foul for Detroit. Now to put the Bulls in a bonus the rest of the way. And the next foul. They'll get shots from the line. Giddy will have a couple free throws. That was just a nice little play. And then earlier, over a minute ago, the simple touch pass and a little floater from Giddy. And then a three-pointer from Okoro. Or from Giddy, if the pass from Okoro. The first free throw is no good from Giddy. Zayas is going to come out of the game now. Ayo Dosunmu is going to come into the game. So Giddy gets the ball back. Second free throw is good. So Giddy splits the pair. He has 6 points. Bulls on top, 16-12 now. Here's Cunningham. Near the Bulls horn logo. So to the Duncan Robinson back out to Cunningham. Cunningham driving. Little floater. No good. Rebound by Vucevic. Only got undercut from Dosunmu. Here's Giddy. Sends it to Herter. Herter at three. He knocks it down. Kevin Herter for three. Giddy picks up an assist. His first of the game. That's a 9-0 run for the Bulls in the last 2 minutes. They're up 19-12. Caris LeVert in the game now for Detroit. He backs up to the logo. It's a half pick from Stewart. Driving, kicks it out to Stewart. Cunningham open three. No good. Rebounded by Vucevic again. Bulls defense playing pretty well. Giving up a lot of shots. He turns it over. Sends it out to Vucevic for three. He hits. Nikola Vucevic and a timeout taken from the Pistons. Heck of a start for both Giddy and Vucevic. He already has 5 boards, 9 points. Look back at this. Bulls on top, 22-12, 4:49 to go, and opening night in Chicago. Welcome back here to Chicago. 4:49 to go in the first quarter. Bulls on top, 22-12, in the midst of a 12-0 run and back-to-back three-pointers from Herter and Vucevic. Forced the Pistons to call their first timeout, trying to limit this Bulls run. Now, for the Bulls, this defense has been pretty good. They've given up a few open shots, but the defense has been pretty all right. They got to stand tall. Patrick Williams is in the game now for Okoro. There's a near turnover for the Pistons. Here is Cunningham. Cunningham flips it to Stewart. A little floater. In and out. Rebounded by Vucevic. Another board for Vooch. Giddey driving. Kicks it out. Patrick driving. Kicks it to Dosumu. Corner. Horter. A three. No good. That's a board by Harris. Would have loved to see Ayo take that three. He had it open. Said he passed it up. Pistons have not scored in about 3:15. Here's a little floater to Stewart. Puts it up off the glass and in. That's a good assist and a good basket for Isaiah Stewart. Pistons 7 of 15 now from the field. Giddey driving out of control. There he creates an offensive foul. Three from Vooch is in. Another three for Vooch. He has 12 points now in the game, and he's 2-2 from the three-point line. And Giddey picks up his third assist. And that's 900th career three-point field goal for Vooch. Near walk from Stewart. He misses the shot. Rebounded by Vucevic. He's going to darn well get a double-double in the first quarter if he continues getting these boards. Herter, what a nice pass from Josh Giddey. And the Bulls are up by 13 now. 27-14 and another timeout from JB Bickerstaff. Bulls really making trouble for the Pistons. 3:21 to go in this first quarter. Just an amazing stretch of plays there. That could have been an offensive foul on LeVert. No whistle, though. And then Vucevic makes them pay with a wide-open three. And that's been a good start for the Bulls in the first quarter. Exactly what they need. They got to keep up this lead. And we all know what happens out of halftime and during the Billy Donovan era, and really since prior to then. Team has struggled out of halftime to get anything going and has given up a lot of leads. So for the Bulls, they got to play really strong as Benny the Bull has one goes down. He has a parade of popcorn buckets, taking it up into the splash zone. Oh, we're going to have our first splash drop of the season for Benny. Our first popcorn shot. In the blast zone, there they go. The popcorn goes. And we have our first popcorn throw from Benny the Bull this season in Chicago. 27-24, Bulls on top. Giddey is out of the game now. Jalen Smith is in as well. Oh, what a block. There's a nice little floater. Nice. There's a block from Patrick Williams. Got my stats right. Another missed shot. Rebounded by Smith. Jones sent it to Dosumu, who is too hot and wide. That's going to be a turnover on Trey Jones. Bulls on top, 29-14. Second turnover of the game for the Bulls as a team. They have 10 field goals and 10 assists to Chicago tonight. 2:49 to go in the first quarter. Bulls on top by 15 as the second unit is now in the game for Chicago. Cunningham fakes a three, send it to the corner. LeVert wide open for three. Air balls that rebounded by one hand by Jalen Smith, and here come the Bulls. Heard it at Dosumu. Nice little up pressure from the Pistons, forcing Dosumu to dribble out. Nice little crossover from Herter. Tries to banks it home. He can't. Rebound tipped around. And it's rebounded. There's going to be a foul called on the play. Might be on Patrick Williams. 2:14 to go in the quarter. Cade Cunningham is going to get 2 free throws from the line now. Taking a look here. I'm just making sure that was on Patrick, and it was. Cade just missing the and one opportunity. Shooting 2 to try and make it a 13-point game if he makes both. First one is good. First free throws of the game for Detroit. 1-for-1. And Cade trying to add on to his early point totals. Taking his time. Free throw number 2 is also good. So Cunningham knocks down both free throws. 29-16, Chicago on top. Dosunmu driving. He gets blocked. It goes out of bounds. It's another block for Detroit, the third of the game. There's 2:06 to go in the quarter. Second unit has been a little awkward. Quick pass to Smith, takes a 3. That's well off. Offensive rebound by Dosunmu. Smith gets fouled as Javonte Green, our former friend, picks up a foul. That's a 15th foul in Detroit. 6 overall in the quarter. And Jalen Smith will go to the line for 2. Actually, that foul might have been on Cade Cunningham. 15 rebounds for Chicago, 6 for the Pistons. Free throw number 1 from Smith is good. In his first points of the season. The Bulls hit the 30 mark here in the first quarter. Free throw number 2 for Smith is up and good. Smith cans both of them. Down to 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Oh, there's a turnover and a steal from Kevin Huerter. I don't know what that pass was, and Io nearly throws it away himself. Huerter was in the area, luckily. Otherwise, that would have been a bad sequence there for Chicago. Jones driving. Jones out to Patrick. P-Will dribbles off of his foot, regains possession, sends it out to Io. 3 on the shot clock. Io driving. Awkward floater. Oh my gosh, he hits it. Io Dosunmu. And in his second basket, the Bulls are on a 24 are outscoring the Pistons 24-3 in the last 6 minutes of the game. Here's a wide open 3 for the Pistons. It's good. That's bad miscommunication there. Pistons sitting on their first 3 of the game. It's 33-19. Patrick Williams. Oh, he misses the slam. But we're going to have an offensive foul in Chicago, I believe. No foul, actually. I don't know what happened there. I probably could have been called for a one. Actually, no, he kept that 1 foot down. I don't know what happened, but it's Pistons basketball. And we're going to have an offensive foul in Detroit. Third turnover for the team now for Detroit. Big ball Paul. I get the whistle there. I did not see much on that foul from Paul Reed. Huerter nearly walks with it. Send it to Smith in the post. Gathers it. Oh, he gets blocked. It's his own board. Jones, awkward floater, knocks it down. Trey Jones has his first basket. Bulls on top, 35-19. There's a 3. Javonte Green misses everything, goes off the hands of LeVert. Here come the Bulls. At a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones near the logo, being guarded by LeVert. Trey Jones driving. 3 with a second left on the shot clock. Oh, Huerter had a wide open tap in, and that is going to end the quarter. That was a near chance there. But anyways, we played through water in Chicago. It was a really good quarter for the Bulls. Got to keep it up, though. 35-19 after 12 minutes of play. We'll be back at this. This is Chicago Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shy Sports Live. Bulls basketball against the Detroit Pistons. Opening night, Bulls on top. 35-19 after one quarter of play. It was a good quarter of play for Chicago as we are set for the second quarter to go underway. Buzelis is back in for Kevin Herter. From the Pistons. Robinson passes it out. Near turnover there. There's an awkward jump shot. Oh, it goes in for Detroit. So they get to the 20-point mark. 9 of 22 from the field are they? It's 35-21. For the Bulls, you got a... Oh, there's a nice cut from Buzelis and a slam. Nice pass from Jalen Smith. Buzelis has 6 points. Bulls up top, 37-21. Awkward pass to Green saves it from going out of bounds. And a near steal, and it is a steal from Patrick Williams. Excellent steal there from Pat. Iowa 3. And it is in. Oh, what a play. Trey Jones will get an assist. That's 7 points now for Dosunmu. Bulls are 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. The Pistons 1 of 4. Here's Robinson near an offensive foul and a screen. Robinson misses the shot. Rebounded by Patrick. Jones a floater. Oh, that was a bad pass from Trey Jones. He hit Buzelis in the hands, but that was not a good pass from Jones. That should have been an easy 2 points for Chicago. We're up by 19. It's 40-21. I would have brought down the house if Buzelis was able to catch that and slam it home. Big Paul. There's going to be a foul called on Jalen Smith, I believe. It's going to be the first foul of the game on Jalen Smith. First on the Bulls, on the team on the quarter. Here come the Pistons. Cunningham back in the game. Nice pass to Asar and slams it home. It's 40-23. It's Trey Jones. Send it to Smith. Send it to P. Will. Josh Giddey getting ready to check into the game. We're going to have a foul called on Detroit. And that's Duncan Robinson getting called for the foul there. Josh Giddey back into the game. Trey Jones, again, not playing too many minutes. He's back in the game. Giddey picks up his dribble, sends it to Buzelis. Buzelis out to Smith, takes a three-pointer, and he misses it badly. Rebound by the Pistons. Jalen's not really a three-point shooter. There's a nice floater from Paul Reed. Misses it, though. Defensive board from Smith. Awkward floater to Buzelis. Send it to P. Will, who turns it over. There's a steal. There's a 3-on-1 and a dunk. And we're going to have a whistle here. And the Bulls and Billy Donovan's going to want a timeout here. Bit of sloppy basketball here in the second quarter. 9:30 to go and in the half. 40-25. Bulls on top. This is Chicago Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shine Sports Live. Bulls basketball between the Chicago Bulls and Detroit Pistons opening night. Bulls on top by 15, 40-25. They're on top by 16 after the first quarter. It's been a bit of some sloppy basketball for the Bulls here to start the second quarter. You know, they have 5 points. Pistons have 6 in the quarter, but for the Bulls, it has not been all that good in terms of the offensive stuff here. Looks like Kevin Huerter is going to get ready to check into the game. He's just in the game. He's Buzelis. It's a pick from P. Will. Buzelis against Duncan Robinson. We're going to foul down low. Looks like it's on Ron Holland with the Pistons. Wants a challenge. Isaac Okoro is going to check into the game for Chicago. Ayo and Patrick are out of the game. Jalen Smith, corner three, misses it. Rebound, and we're going to have an offensive foul on Okoro. Okoro gets called for a push-off, it looked like. So 40-25 Chicago, another empty possession for the Bulls. Comes Cade Cunningham. Send it to Holland, back to Cunningham. Here's Robinson driving to the corner. Holland for three. No good. Rebounded by Huerter. Long stretch pass. Buzelis. That's a 2. He knocks it down. Probably going to review that at the break, but it is a 2. 42-25. 8 points now for Buzelis. Passes it to Holland. Holland to Cunningham. Cunningham and a drive. Floats it up, in and out. We're going to offensive foul on Cade Cunningham. So it's a personal on Cade. Detroit last year, 44 wins. That's their most wins since the Blake Griffin era when Blake led them to the playoffs. Here's Giddey driving. Awkward with it. Nearly loses it. Gets it back from Smith. Driving. Nice behind-the-back pass. Deflected. Off of, looks like a Piston player. So let's see with the Bulls. It was a nice little pass, but a little too late. Bulls might have gotten a break there. We'll just see what happened here. We have a timeout on Chicago. So Carlo nearly turns it over. So he looks like he called a timeout. That's the second timeout of the Bulls. So more sloppy basketball, but the Bulls still on top by 17. 8:07 to go in the first half. Bulls on top. This is Chicago Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shine Sports Live. Bulls basketball is on the air. Bulls on top 42-25. 8:07 to go in the first quarter. Bulls playing pretty well, but it's been a bit of sloppy basketball from both sides here in the second half. More so for Chicago than the Pistons in terms of comparing it to the first quarter. Jaskity already a plus 13, 6 points, 5 assists. Has a couple rebounds as well. And Vucevic has 12 points, leads Chicago, the Bulls in scoring. And we're going to have a foul in Chicago. It's going to be on Isaac Okoro. So an offensive foul before we even get going. Here's Cunningham. Little floater, short on it, rebounded by Okoro. Here's Giddey. It looks like Vooch is going to come back into the game. Giddey, a little floater, knocks it down. Bulls needed that badly. It's now a 19-point lead, 44-25. Here's Thompson. Shot. Oh, there's a foul called on Buzelis. I don't know about that call right there. It looked clean to me. We'll have to see it on the replay. I might have got him on the hand. I think it was the initial contact on the hand. So Smith will come out. Vucevic will come into the game. Thompson will get a couple free throws, third and fourth free throw of the game for the Pistons. The first one's good. (44-26) Chicago is on top. Move past that foul call and make some shots here. Play some good defense. Majority of the Bulls starters are back in the game. Jones is the only one not in the game. Second free throw from Thompson is well short. Rebounded by Herter. So half of a ball don't lie sequence. Tobias Harris getting ready to check in for the Pistons. Vucevic is back in. It's the ball, send it to Buzelis. Steps on a shoe, nearly trips. Vooch, nice pass to Okoro. Send it to Buzelis. There's a three from Herter. In and out, no good. Rebounded by the Pistons. Cade Cunningham lays it up and in. It's now a 16-point advantage for the Bulls, 44-28. You're found, Cunningham. This is where you got to, as Dosumu looks like he's ready to check in, this is where you got to make some shots here for Chicago. Herter goes up strong, too short. Offensive rebound by Vooch, but he misses the shot. And here's a three from Robinson, ensuing corner, no good. Tap, rebound, right to Herter. Nice defensive board there from Vucevic and Herter. Herter for three. He hits it. That's a big three. Giddey picks up an assist. Is back up to a 19-point lead for Chicago. There's a near tip. Herter says he did not touch it. But there's a nice three from Herter on the other end. And the Bulls are going to challenge this call of no touch. Well, head to another break. Bulls on top, 47-28. That's a 19-point lead. Well, we'll give you the result of the challenger to this. Bulls on top, 47-28. This is Chicago Bulls basketball on Chi Sports Live. Welcome back into Chicago. Bulls on top. Still reviewing it. I don't think Herter did get a piece of it. We'll see what the call is. All right, so it is out of bounds on the Pistons. Herter did not touch it. Bulls will retain their challenge, and that's another turnover on Detroit. So the Bulls will get the basketball. 6 turnovers now for Detroit as the Bulls trying to make this a 20-point advantage. They would have to make a two. All they need is one point to make it a 20-point advantage. And Giddey spinning and knocking it down, and it's a 21-point lead. Zealous is out of the game, by the way. Dosumu's in, and that's turnover number 7 for Detroit. Cage just decided to throw that one to the Mile High City. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It went off of a Bulls player and out of bounds. That's why it looks so awkward. That's my bad. Pistons retain possession of the basketball. Here's a 3 from LeVert, and that's good, and it's now an 18-point lead. That's the second 3 of the game hit by the Pistons offense. Nice little crossover from Giddey. Here's Herter, send it to Vucevic down low to a cutting. Dosumu lays it up and in. Good ball movement there from the Bulls. They're up by 20. There's a 3 for LeVert on the other end. That's no good. Rebounded by Dosumu. Giddey driving. Gets dribbled off and out of bounds. Bulls will retain possession of the basketball. Excellent cut there from Dosumu. Not staying around, and he was wide open in the corner too for a 3. So if they wanted to get him a chance to shoot a 3, he could have gotten one. Reed Jones is back in the game for Josh Giddey. Here's Vooch. That's a 3. And it's good. Nikola Vucevic has 15 points. Dosumu picks up an assist. It's 54-31 Chicago. Cunningham driving. And we're going to have a foul called on Okoro. It's going to be his 3rd personal. Cunningham will take 2 shots from the line. Vooch has 15 points, 8 rebounds, and he's perfect from the 3-point line, 3 of 3. It's be Cunningham's 3rd and 4th free throw attempt of the game. Knocks down number 1. He's going to play strong basketball for the final 5 minutes of this game, of this half. Keep putting the pressure on Detroit. Keep making shots. Zealous is back into the game. And Okoro, who picked up that 3rd foul, he's back out of the game. One more free throw coming up for Cunningham. He knocks it down. Pistons 5 of 6 from the line. Long stretch pass to Dosumu. Oh, he misses the dunk. And it's a rebound for the Pistons. Bulls have missed a couple easy scoring opportunities. LeVert passes out to Robinson, takes a 3. No good, rebounded by Vucevic. Well, you don't make the dunk, but you don't give up a basket on the other end. It's a 1-for-1. 3 from Vooch. In and out. That was a bit of a heat check there. Rebound by the Detroit. Harris driving. Nearly turns it over. Harris in the post. Nice pass to Stewart, who dunks it home. That was a really good play. And it's now back down to a 19-point Bulls lead. Vucevic, here's Dosumu. Dosumu to Jones. Jones driving. Floats it high and knocks it down. Trey Jones has his 2nd basket of the game. 56-35 Chicago as we approach the 4-minute mark of the half. Cunningham against Buzelis. Passes out to Harris. That's a wide open three. He knocks it down. 3 for 11 now on the Pistons from beyond the arc. It's 56-38. There's going to be a foul call on Cunningham. And Josh Giddey's coming back into the game. It's already the third personal on Cade Cunningham. Kevin Huerter's going to be out of the game now for Giddey. Nice little pass to Jones. Pass out to Giddey. Nice close out there from Cunningham. And there's going to be a foul called on Holland. So now 4 fouls on the Pistons as a team. Giddey will get 2 free throws from the line. You got to make both of these. You got to make all your shots here. You know, it's a 18-point lead for Chicago, but we've seen these leads drop just like that. Bulls got to hit their shots. First free throw from Giddey is good. He has 11 points now. 57-38, Chicago on top. $57-38. Second free throw from Giddey is good. So Giddey 3 of 4 from the line now. Bulls on top by 20. Bulls are also 9 of 10 from the line. Pistons are 5 of 6. Here's Stewart at the top of the key. Send it to Robinson. Almost walked with it. It's Holland to Harris. Harris driving. Out to Holland. Fakes the 3. Gets it back. Nice spin move. Floats it up and in. That's a good move there from Holland. That's 58-40. There's Giddey on the right wing. Giddey driving. He'll float it up. No good. Rebounded by Stewart. It's a quick possession there for the Bulls. Ain't up on nothing. Here's Stewart. Top of the key. Doubt about a 3. Passes it up. Here's Holland now. And there's going to be a kickball violation on Chicago. Set the shot clock to 14. 2:56 to go in the half. Bulls on top of 18, 58-40. There's Holland. There's Thompson. Robinson trying to get free. Nice move. And Thompson, there's a foul called. It's an and 1. The foul's going to be called on Vucevic. And now it's a 16-point lead for Chicago. First foul of the game. And at that point, you just let him get the easy basket. Holland can make this Thompson can make this a 15-point lead. Misses it. Rebounded from Vooch. It was an air over the back call on Vooch. They didn't get it. Bulls get a bit lucky there. Here's Giddey driving. Floats it. No good. Tapped out by Vucevic. Here's Dosunmu. He'll drive. He lays it up and in strong. Nice move from Dosunmu. Dosunmu has 11 points now. Bulls have 11 second chance points. To the Pistons, none. 60-42. It's been a near perfect first half for Chicago. Pass down low to Harris. Lays it up and a foul call on Giddey. It's back-to-back and 1 opportunities for the Pistons offense. That's a definite foul. That's foul number 1 on Josh. Chance here to knock down the and 1 to make it back to a 15-point lead for Chicago. And he does make the free throw. 60-45, Pistons 6 of 8 from the line. Bulls have 1 missed free throw. Here's Jones. Jones to Vucevic. To Giddey. And Giddey steps out of bounds. It's not been a good second quarter at all, really, for Chicago. It's been a lot of sloppy basketball. Dosumu, Thompson driving, floats it, no good. Rebounder from Dosumu. That was almost an easy walk. Oh my gosh. Remember a foul called on Duncan Robinson. And the Bulls are going to get 2 free throws now. Buzelis will get a couple free throws. Bulls can get up to 62 points if they make both of these free throws. $1:49 to go. 2 shots for Buzelis. To hit both of these. Next down, number 1. Buzelis, if he makes one more free throw, we'll have double figures in the game. He's 3 of 3 from the line. Bulls on top, 61-45. Nearly done with the first half. Free throw number 2 is also good. Looks like Herter is in for Giddey. Potentially to finish out this first half. Miscommunication there. Almost led to wide open 3, and it's a turnover. Nice steal from Trey Jones. That's just bad basketball from the Pistons. A Dosumu fadeaway 3, no good. And we're going to have a foul on Buzelis. Dosumu, that was not a good shot selection there. He is off balance. Gotta be careful there. Now the Pistons will shoot 2 free throws because they're in the bonus. That's just not a good shot selection there. He is moving. It was not a good shot. Just take your time. Don't allow the Pistons to get a couple couple free throws, which they're going to nail the first one. Holland makes it Pistons 7-9 for the line. It's a 16-point lead for the Pistons, or for the Bulls, sorry. Pistons trying to make it back down to a 15-point advantage, and it is a 15-point advantage with the second free throw. Bulls got to play possession by possession now. They got to make would love to make another basket or 2 here in the quarter. Jones driving, and he turns it over. Robinson at 3. No good, but that was a turnover I don't think it was a turnover. Harris just was never able to get his hand on the basketball cleanly. As Patrick Williams is back into the game. Patrick Williams is in the game, unsure who he came in for. It's going to be for Buzelis. Herter, pump fake. There's a foul called, and Herter will get 2 shots on the line. Chance to make this a 17-point advantage. Love to see Herter hit both of these free throws. Number 1 is good. Herter has 9 points off the bench. Could get to double digits if he makes the second free throw. Free throw number 2 is also good for Herter. He has 10 points. He's in double figures. Bulls back on top by 17, 64 points and a half. Both teams shooting well from the free throw line. Here's Holland. Stewart lays it up and in, and that's a basket for the Pistons. They're up to 49 points now. Jones. And there's a bad pass from Vucevic. He turns it over. For the Pistons, they nearly walk and turn it over. Harris. Thompson. 22 seconds on the game clock. Fadeaway 2, no good. Rebounded by Vucevic. Bulls will get the last shot of the quarter. End of the half. Need a good shot selection here. Vooch has a double-double already. Has 12 boards. Floater from Io, no good. It was early, so Pistons looking at chance. It's a wide-open three from Harris. They're going to wave it off. It was no good anyways. And we will head to halftime. So pretty wild first half for Chicago, but they got it going early, and the second half defense, or first half defense was pretty good for Chicago. We'll take a little bit of a break, and we'll have first half stats and points out of this. Bulls on top, 64-49. This is Chicago Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Chicago Bulls basketball and Shine Sports Live. Bulls on top, 64-49 after a really good first half. For the Bulls, Bulls outscored the Pistons 35-19 in the first quarter, and the Pistons won the second quarter by 1 point. So, all in all, in the first half, the Pistons were only able to climb back 1 point after the second quarter from a 16-point deficit to a 15-point deficit. But that's only 5 3-pointers away from tying it back up. Bulls a little sloppy throughout chunks of the second quarter, but due to the Pistons' inability to make shots, they were able to keep this lead pretty significant. It was once up to 23. And Bulls fans were all too familiar with halftime leads and blowing them, so especially big leads. So coming out to start the second half, I'd like to see the Bulls play steady offense and good defense. If they can make their first 3 or 4 shots to start the second half, and really put pressure on the Pistons to have to make shots and be aggressive defensively, draw some fouls, I think the Bulls have a chance of winning this game. But there's still 30 minutes or 24 minutes of basketball to be played. Bulls have to Be strong. Let's take a look at some NBA games around the league before we send it to another break, as we are approaching about 9:45 until resumption of the game in the second half. Knicks on top, 101-89 in New York. First game in the Mike Brown era. 101-89 there with 8:24 to go in that game. The Hornets are on top of Brooklyn 8 with 8:27 to go in that game by 17. The Heat on top by 3 over the Orlando Magic in Orlando, 113-110. The Raptors on top of the Atlanta Hawks with 5:55 to go in that third quarter. 76ers trailed the Celtics by 10 with 44 seconds to go in that quarter. Our game is at halftime 64-49. The Pelicans in Memphis, they're at halftime 67-56 in favor of the Pels. Bucks on top by 19, 72-53 over the Wizards. And just getting away in the West Coast slate games, Utah Jazz on top of the Clippers, 13-7. They're just getting away that game. Mavericks and Spurs are in the pregame. Cooper Flag against Victor Wembanyama. And then the West Coast games, the Suns and Kings and Trailblazers and Timberwolves and that. We're going to take a bit of a break, and then we'll come back with the first half stats. After this is Chicago Bulls basketball on Chi Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shot Sports Live. Chicago Bulls basketball. Opening night. Take a look at some stats before we get the second half underway. First for the visiting Detroit Pistons. Thompson has 7-5-2. Harris has 8-3-1. Duren has 4-0-0. Foul trouble early, got him. Robinson, no, and zero, put up a triple single there. Cunningham 10-7-1. He's been the best player tonight for the Pistons. Holland 6-2-2. Big Ball Paul has 3-0-0. Green nothing in 4 minutes. LeVert 3-1-0. Stewart 8-4-2. For the Bulls, Buzelis 10-1-1. Okoro 0-2-2. Vucevic 15-12-2. Already in the double range. Jones 4-0-4. Giddey 12-2-6. P. Will 0-1. Dosumu 11-4-1. Herter 10-4-0. And Smith 2-4-1. The team stats. Bulls shooting 46% from the field, 22-47 clip right there. Pistons shooting 43%, 19-44. The three-pointers is what's really killing the Detroit Pistons. Bulls 7-15, 46% right there. Pistons 3-12, 25% right there. Free throws 13-14 for Chicago, 8-10 for the Pistons. Total rebounds 30-15. Chicago out-rebounding and doubling up the Pistons in that category. 8-2 in offensive stats and 22-13 defensively. Assists 17-15 in favor of Chicago. Blocks 5-4 in favor of the Pistons. Steals, each team has 3 steals. 8 turnovers for the Bulls, 7 for the Pistons. I feel like a lot of those turnovers occurred in the second quarter for Chicago. Points in the paint, Detroit on top of that, 30-26. And then personal fouls, the Bulls have 10, the Pistons have 14. We're about a minute and a half away from second half basketball. Bulls and Pistons, second half. Coming up after this, here on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shine Sports Live. Second half of Bulls, Pistons about ready to get on their way. Bulls on top, 64-49. It's a 15-point lead for Chicago. Billy Donovan in his sixth season as a Chicago Bull. But he's third active coach, longest active tenured coach in NBA. And we get started in the second half with the Jalen Duren dunk on a lob from Cade Cunningham. And that's really how the Pistons started their game offensively in the first half. 64-51, Chicago on top. This is what I said. You'd like to see a couple made shots, and Buzelis gets blocked on his first shot of the second half. And Robinson at transition, too. It's a 4-0 start for the Pistons to start the second half at 64-53. Just like that, it's only an 11-point lead. Here's Giddey. Send it to Okoro. There's a turnover by Okoro. Here's Robinson. Pump fakes the three. I'm going to be surprised to see Billy take a timeout here if the Pistons get a basket here. During all bully ball, and that's a basket. That's a 6-0 start for the Pistons. And an 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes of the game. It's 64-55. It's a 9-point lead for Chicago. Jones driving out to Okoro, back to Jones. Pump fakes a three, driving, floats it off the glass and in. Bulls and Jones needed that. It's 6 points now for Trey Jones. It's 66-55. Bulls got to play better defense. Harris pump fakes a three. Pistons are going to be coming out fast, most likely. Trying to get more transition work. Cunningham, there's a three. It's open. It is too strong. Rebounded by Vucevic. 9th defensive rebound of the game for Vuce. Here's Giddey. Send it to Buzelis. Vucevic. Here's Jones. Jones, a floater. Too strong. Tap rebound. Offensive rebound from Giddey. A three from Jones, and he hits. That's a big three. Trey Jones on a 69-55. Bulls answer that 6-0 start for the Pistons with a 5 straight points of their own. Spin around 2 from Cunningham, no good. Rebounded by Buzelis. Bulls pushing the pace now. Giddey. Oh, he had it wide open too. Passed it up. Send it out to Vucevic for 3. He hits. It's now an 8-5 lead in the quarter for Chicago. They're on top 72-55. And a timeout's going to be called by Detroit. 9:17 to go in the third quarter. An 8-0 run since the Pistons started off on fire. We'll be back to this on Shy Sports Live. 72-55. Bulls on top on the third quarter on opening night. Welcome back to Shine Sports Live. Third quarter basketball in Chicago, 72-55. Bulls on top. After a 6-0 start for the Pistons, Bulls came back firing, and they're on their own 8-0 run since then. And for Vucevic, he's been on fire, has 18 points now in the game. Had 15, 12, and 12. 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 3-pointers. That's the first time in his career in the first half he's ever had that happen. And he picked opening night to do it against the Pistons, and it's exactly what you like to see for Chicago. And what could be his last season as a Bull. We'll see what happens there. Cunningham driving, picks up a foul. That's going to be on Okoro. And that is now 4 personals on Okoro. One thing in the 2 games I've watched Okoro is he picks up a lot of fouls. He's very physical. And might be a bit inexperienced, even though he's been in the league for some time, in properly defending. I mean, that's just a good call there. So Cunningham will get 2 free throws. And this is one thing for Chicago. You cannot slow the game down by committing a lot of fouls, but Cunningham misses the free throw. Pistons 8 of 11 from the line now. But the Bulls cannot foul every possession down one way. They got to play smart defense. Cunningham misses both free throws. The ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be ruled Bulls basketball. So Pistons now 8 of 12 from the line. Here comes Jones. Okoro's still in the game, by the way, with those 4 fouls. Another 3 from Vucevic. No good. And we're going to have a foul on the floor. It's going to be on Detroit. Might be on Duncan Robinson. That is going to be on Duncan Robinson. That definitely is a bit of a grab there from Robinson. Not sure why he's unhappy. Here's Vooch now on the right wing. And we're going to have another foul call here on the Pistons on Cunningham for a hold. That's Cunningham's 4th. So Cunningham has 4. Duren has 3. He's in foul trouble. And for the Pistons, this is just grabbing him. We're going to have a foul on Josh Giddey. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. There are a lot of makeup calls. There's a 3 from Cunningham. Step back, no good. Offensive board. The putback is no good. I think the second opportunity got blocked. Jones comes out with a rebound. Nice pass to Vooch, lays it up and in. Excellent feat from Giddey, who picks up his 8th assist of the game. 20 points now for Vooch and 13 boards. Bulls on top by 19 again. Pass to the corner, Holland up to Harris, top of the key. Now driving in a bit, goes back up to the top of the key. Here's Robinson. 3 on the shot clock. Robinson a fader on the 3. That is no good. Offensive rebound by Cunningham. He misses it. And Okoro. There's a 3 from Buzelis. There's a foul called on the Pistons. And Buzelis is hurt, I think. And they're going to review this. Buzelis' ankle. That is not what you want. With a nasty closeout. That's a high ankle issue, it looks like, for Buzelis. Yeah, he stepped on his foot. It's on Jalen Duren, so that's going to be number 4 on Duren. They might upgrade this to a flagrant 1. Buzelis not having a major limp. To see what they call. I mean, he lands on it. Duren jumps into his landing area. Bulls, by the way, we're going to sub in a couple guys, I believe. So at least going to be 3 free throws. Adam means saying everything. So there's a flagrant foul number 1 on Jalen Duren. So there will be 3 free throws for Modest. And the Bulls will get possession of the basketball. As P. Will and Herter are going to come into the game. And I imagine for Jones and Okoro. It is for Jones and Okoro. So 3 free throws for Buzelis. Free throw number 1 is good. Look at Modest, 11 points, 5 of 5 from the line. Bulls on an 11-0 run now in the last 2:44 of the third quarter. That was after the Pistons started off the quarter with a 6-0 run. Number 2 from Buzelis is good. He'll have 1 more. And the Bulls will have a chance to get to 80 points if Buzelis is able to make this free throw. And free throw number 3 for Buzelis is also good. He cans all 3 free throws, has 13 points, 7 of 7 from the line. Is Modest. He seems all right. Bulls 16 of 17 from the line. Pistons 8 of 12 from the line. 7:53 to go in the third quarter. Buzelis doing little hop steps to try and keep his ankle fresh. It was his right ankle that he stepped on. Here's Herter driving out to Buzelis. Takes a 3. No good. Tap out rebound right to Cunningham by Vooch. Near turnover. Good defense during the transition for the Bulls. Pistons have gone 3-20 since making a field goal. There's a 2 from Harris. No good. A tip. No good. Offensive board. And that one is good from the Pistons. And a whistle here to stop the clock as the ball went away. 20-point game now for Chicago. It's 77-57. That's the first second chance basket of the game for the Pistons. Giddey driving, and he'll turn it over. There's a foul call on Giddey on the other end. They give Giddey his 3rd personal. So Giddey will pick up a turnover. That's the 4th if I had the stats right on Giddey. Be 2 free throws here for Holland. Number 1 is good. Pistons 9 of 13 from the line. It's a 19-point game now. So for the Bulls, you just got to keep making baskets here. Whether it's 2 or 3, you just got to keep making baskets. Free throw number 2 from Holland is good. So it's 77-59. Looks like the Pistons are going to go on a bit of a press. Giddey gets the basketball on the inbound, and the Pistons will back off and pick up full court. Here's Vucevic. Back to Giddey. Giddey. Floater off the glass, in and out. We're going to have a foul called on Buzelis. It's now 3 on Buzelis, and that's the 3rd on the Bulls as a team. This is where, like I said, you got to eat some clock if you're Chicago, and you got to get some points here. It's an 18-point lead for Chicago. So Giddey's going to come out. Dosumu's back in the game for Chicago. Here's Cunningham sending it to the corner, and it's tipped and stolen. I'm unsure who tipped it, but Herter came away with the basketball. It's another turnover on Detroit. Here's Vooch being guarded by Cunningham in the post. Out to Buzelis. Driving. Buzelis, and he turns it over. Holland driving. Duren dunks it home. 77-61, 16-point lead now for the Bulls. That's now 4 turnovers in the quarter for Chicago. Pistons have 1. And that turnover by Chicago was off of a Pistons turnover. Herder, there's a foul call that's on the floor. So I don't know how you call it on the floor. But it's called on the floor. So 16-point lead for Chicago. It's a bit of a delay here to fix the shot clock. Basketball back in play, and Herder turns it over. 5th turnover of the quarter now for the Bulls. Holland in the corner 3. No good. Rebounded by P-Will, and there's going to be a foul call on Duren. That's number 5 on him. And now P-Will's going to get a chance to shoot two. Oh, Duren grabbed the jersey of Patrick. So P-Will's going to get a couple of shots from the line. So that's only 4 now for Duren. So both Cunningham and Duren have 4 personals. For Pat, I'd like to see make the abilities free throws. Number 1 for Pat is no good. Zels is going to come out of this game. Giddy will come back in. Second free throw from Pat. In and out and back in. Got a friendly bounce there. It's 78-61. Bulls on top. 17-point lead. The Pistons use Harris in the post. Holland lays it up and in. Good assist and good basket there. It's a 15-point lead now for the Bulls. Giddy almost threw it away. That was a dangerous pass there. Here's Herder. Herder driving. Gets fouled. Nearly makes the shot. And Herder is going to get 2 shots no matter what because the Bulls are on the bonus for the rest of the quarter. This is what you like to see for the Bulls. You draw those early fouls. You force them to get free throws now, and you just got to capitalize, get some points. Next game for the Bulls, by the way, is this Saturday at Orlando. First free throw from Herder is good. We will not be broadcasting any games on Shy Sports Live for the rest of the week. But next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, versus the Hawks, Kings, and Knicks. The Bulls are going to be at home for 3 straight. Herder makes both free throws and is back up to a 17-point game, 80-63. Eventually, Vooch is going to have to come back out of this game. Get him some rest. Harris, the Stewart on the post. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Giddy. And we have a foul called. It's going to be offensive on Giddy. And Giddy might get a tech here if he's not careful. It's now 4 fouls on Josh Giddy. He does extend his arm out. Cunningham throws it out. Fade away, and that's good by LeVert. 80-65. Here's Vucevic. Big thing here is you don't want to get attacked here for a Giddy. Osumu or anyone, you don't want to give the Pistons a chance to get some free points. Vucevic, floater, no good. He had Herder wide open, and he declined to pass it up to him. Harris driving on Herder. Harris passes it out. LeVert, pump fakes, driving, 2-pointer, no good. Too strong, rebounded by Pat. Here come the Bulls. Bulls have not scored a basket. Last 4-12. There's a foul in the basket. Josh Giddey going strong to the rim. It's the and one. He has 14 points, and he'll shoot a free throw to get his 15th point of the game. It's probably going to be on Isaiah Stewart. An and one for Josh Giddey, flexing at the rim. We'll have a free throw here, or we'll have the free throw to go down here for the Bulls. Jalen Smith is back in the game for Vucevic. Giddey's free throw is good. It's 15 points now for Josh Giddey. 83-65. Stewart. Looks like a three. Oh, and he'll hit it. 83-68. Pistons 4-17 from the three-point line. Here's Patrick Williams. Corner. Giddey. Three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Stewart, and here come the Pistons. On lays it up off the glass and in. It's a 13-point game, and Billy Donovan's going to ask for a timeout. Pistons keep making this close. 3:42 to go in this third quarter. Bulls on top, but only by 13 now. It's 83-70 Bulls. You're listening to Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to Shine Sports Live. 3:42 to go in this third quarter. 83-70. The Bulls are on top. Josh Giddey is not in the game anymore. I'd imagine Trey Jones is in for him. He is. Jones is in the game. Herter gets fouled. And a couple more free throws coming for Kevin Herter. It's going to be on Tobias Harris, that personal. For Herter, you got to make both of these free throws to get this back up to a 15-point game. First free throw from Herter is good. So he has 13 points. He's 5 of 5 from the line. 84-70. Bulls on top with 3:30 to go in this game. Or in this third quarter, sorry. Free throw number 2 from Herter is no good. Rebounded by the Pistons. It's another point left on the board, left off the board for Chicago. Left on the table for Chicago. Driving. Oh, that was almost a walk, and that's a dunk. It's now a 12-point game. Pistons have 48 points in the paint now. Bulls have 32. Jones driving off the glass, high and in. Trey Jones knocking it down. He has 11 points. He's in the double figures. It's 86-72. By the way, both teams only have 2 timeouts left in this game. Oh, what a nice steal from Trey Jones. Jones did all that work on Tobias Harris. Pass in the corner. Dosunmu, please hold it. Here's Herter, corner 3. Well short, rebounded by the Pistons. Oh, to see the Bulls take their time. Harris, that's a transition 3 the other way. That's no good. Rebounded by Patrick Williams. That's number 5 for Pat on the defensive side. Jones driving. Out to Williams. Send it to Dosunmu. Dosunmu. Being guarded by Isaiah Stewart. A 2 big man lineup out there right now for the Pistons. So 3 from Williams. Oh, he hits it. 4 points for Patrick. It's 89-72. Bulls on top. Getting 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Harrison down low, lays it up, no good. Gets a couple chances, he misses both of them, and Herter comes away with the rebound. Couple open shots there for Harrison. He couldn't capitalize. Here's Jones. Corner, Dosunmu for 3. He hits. Ayo Dosunmu. 8-0 run for the Bulls, back up to 20-point lead, 92-72. Here's Harris for Holland. Asar Thompson driving, and we're going to have a blocking foul called on Trey Jones. Take a look here on the replay. So 92-72. Zealous is back in this game for Kevin Herter. So pass into the corner, Holland. Oh, goes in hard with posterizes Jalen Smith. 94-72. Smith goes the other way. I think he got blocked. Stewart, oh, he goes in hard. Back down to a 16-point game. Dosunmu. Dalen Terry, by the way, is in the game, and Dosunmu got blocked. And I think Dosunmu is hurt. Dosunmu. Oh, there's a near turnover. Somehow the Pistons get it back, and there's going to be a foul called on Trey Jones. Dalen Terry's in for Patrick Williams. A couple free throws coming up here for the Pistons. Try and make this a 16 or a 14-point deficit. Free throw number 1 is good. 92-77, 15-point lead for the Bulls. Pistons 11-15 from the line. Bulls 21-24 from the line. You got to imagine here the Pistons will start to get some whistles on their side in the fourth quarter. So if you're the Bulls, you got to stand strong here. Number 2 is good for Holland. 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. So unless the Bulls get an offensive rebound, Pistons should get the last opportunity for a shot. Bulls got to be smart here with their shots. Jones passes out. Terry to Bazelis. Bazelis four the shot clock, driving, flays it up and in. I don't know what kind of defense that was there from the Pistons. Here's LeVert. Don't foul. Loses it. Oh, there's going to be a foul called on Dosumu. I don't understand the foul call there. 0.3 of a second on the clock. I don't agree with that call whatsoever. And he misses the free throw, so that's a ball on line situation there. Really be playground justice here if the second free throw is missed. Number 2 from LeVert is good. Terry misses they wave it off. Now on the third quarter, 94-79. Just like we started the third quarter. It's still 15-point lead for the Bulls. 12 minutes to go. We'll be back into this on Shy Sports Live. You're listening to Bulls basketball. Bulls on top after 3. Welcome back to Shy Sports Live. One more quarter of basketball to play in Chicago. The Bulls on top, 94-79. It's a 15-point lead. And for the Bulls, you got to play a strong couple minutes here to start this quarter. Make your first couple shots and get some stops in order to have a shot at winning this game. By the way, looks like Giddey's going to be in this game for Jones to start this fourth quarter play. If I saw things correctly, Giddey is in the game. For the Bulls, it's going to be Giddey, Terry, Dosumu, Bazelis, and Smith for the starting 5. And for the Bulls, you got to make your first couple shots here while also getting your first couple stops here. Smith immediately launches a 3 in and out. Not the guy you want to take shots right now. He's 0 for 7 from the field now. Here's Thompson. Takes a jump shot, goes off the glass, and knocks it down. It's now a 13-point lead for the Bulls. Smith send it to Giddey. Giddey, back to Smith. Back to Giddey. 7 on the shot clock. Giddey driving off the glass, too strong, rebounded defensively by the Pistons. Green driving, no good. That's a block for Buzelis. And a turnover from Giddey. And we're going to have a blocking foul on Josh Giddey. Cunningham missed the shot. I'm going to give Giddey his 5th foul. Yeah, at that point, it's 5 fouls for Giddey. So Jones is going to come back into this game. For the Bulls, first minute has been pretty bad offensively. Cunningham nails the first free throw. It's a 12-point game. Okoro is also going to check into this game. Stalen Terry, limited minutes. Led back to the bench. Bulls really got to try and squeeze out 10 minutes of Vooch. The second free throw is good from Cunningham. Jalen Smith has not played a good game tonight. He's not been playing well defensively either. Here's Dosunmu. Smith. Back to Dosunmu. Back to Smith. Driving, and he falls down. Pass on the ground to Jones. Corner to Buzelis. There's a 3 with 1 on a shot clock. He misses it, and this has been disorganized basketball for the Bulls. Cunningham driving. Lays it up. No good. Oh, we're going to have a late call foul. And now Cunningham is going to have a chance for 2 free throws. I did not see a foul there, but we're going to give it to players that are all-star caliber players. I did say the Pistons, the first free throw was missed from Cunningham, and now Patrick Williams is going to come into the game. For Smith, I think that's the right decision there. I would have hoping we could see Vooch get into this game with about 8 minutes left, get a couple minutes from Pat out of him. Second free throw from Cunningham is short. Rebounded by Okoro. And we're going to have a foul call on Javonte Green. So both of those free throws from Cunningham are missed. Here's Jones driving, and he gets fouled. That's from Cunningham. That's his 5th. I think they're going to call it on Thompson, though. Yeah, that's going to be on Asar Thompson. Interesting. Jones is going to get 2 shots from the line. Bickerstaff doesn't like it. So Jones is going to need a couple of free throws from the line. Number 1 is good. I do agree that probably was not a shooting foul, but, we will take it. Bulls +3 on the free throw advantage. Free throw number 2 from Jones is no good. Another free throw left on the board there for the Bulls is a 12-point lead. Just about ready to hit the 10-minute mark of this game. Stewart to Thompson. Thompson out to Stewart. Another 3, and he hits it. It's a 9-point game. Bulls got to get a basket here. Dosunmu driving. He misses it. Gets it offensively. Here's Jones driving out the pat. Curl nearly turns it over. There's 5 on the shot clock. Curl has to hurry. To a cutting Buzelis who slams it home. Modest Buzelis posterizes Stewart. Bulls on top by 11. A fader from Cunningham is no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Roll Pistons basketball. But a good pass from Isaac Okoro, and Buzelis goes down hard on Isaiah Stewart. Posterized him. Stewart actually got a piece of the basketball. But Buzelis too strong for Mr. Stewart. So 17 points for Modest. High stretch pass. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Oh, they're going to call it Bulls or Pistons basketball. Giddey's going to come into this game now. I wonder if Dusumu's going to be out of this game. No, it's not Dusumu. He is not in this game, sorry. There's an offensive rebound. Stewart misses the shot, gets another offensive board, misses it again, and a foul's being called here. And the Coral's going to call for the personal. They're not going to count the basket. I don't know where in the world they're calling a foul at. Stewart has 18 points, by the way. He's going to get 2 free throw opportunities here. He'll knock down number 1. It's a 10-point game. This is to make it a 9-point game. And Terry's back in the game, and the Coral's going to come out. Vooch has to be coming into this game soon. Number 2 from Stewart is also good. It's a 9-point game. Sumo will carry the ball up the court. Herter's back in this game. Trey Jones is out. Williams a 3, no good. I don't like these minutes right now from Billy Donovan. Cunningham driving, lays it up, gets blocked by Patrick Williams, and gets the board. Buzelis is out of bounds. Now Vooch is going to come into this game. And now J.B. Bickerstaff, I think, is going to challenge that call. It's been another scary situation for the Bulls. The offense is, again, not coming alive. They outscored 9-3 in the fourth quarter. This could be a big challenge. We'll be back into this on Shy Sports Live. Bulls on top by 9, but the Pistons are threatening. Welcome back here to Chicago Bulls. On top by 9, the challenge was indeed won by JP Bickerstaff and the Pistons. So the Pistons have the basketball, down only 9 now. Vucevic is in this game. Patrick Williams is out of this game. I imagine Giddey is going to be coming into this game soon. He does have 5 fouls. Here's Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass and in. It's a 7-point game now. It's now an 11-3 lead for the Pistons in the quarter. Here's Buzelis. Buzelis against Javonte Green. Nice little back step. There's a 3 from Dosunmu. That's well off. It's an offensive rebound, though. Dosunmu goes second try and miss it again. Buzelis again gets an offensive rebounder. Please do not shoot it, Io. Herter is going to step back, shoot it, and miss it. What are these shots from the Bulls right now? Rebounded from Detroit. Going in strong as a Fergus block from Herter. The putback, no good. Second chance. We're going to have a foul on the floor. It's on Vucevic. Got to get Trey Jones and Giddey back into this game. Going to a defensive lineup. Both teams not shooting the ball well in the quarter, but the Pistons have shot it better. And there's going to be a foul called on Herter. That is a foul. So Duran trying to make 2 shots here, make it a 5-point game. Number 1 is no good. Pistons have missed 8 free throws. Trey Jones is coming back into this game. Okay, Cunningham is getting some rest right now. Free throw number 2 is good, and it's a 6-point game. It's a 2-possession game. I'd imagine Giddey. There's going to be a foul called on Robinson. 97-91. So that's the 3rd foul on the Pistons. So they only have 1 more to give. Here's Vooch. Vooch to Herter. Herter driving. Floater off the glass there, and that's a big make there for the Bulls. It's 99-91. 8-point game. Levert lost it, gets it back. Duran. Thompson. There's a 2 short, rebounded by Buzelis. Big rebound and big defensive stand there for the Bulls. Need a basket here. Vucevic, send it to Jones. Jones. Buzelis, corner 3. No good. Rebounded by the Pistons. Bulls got to get some inside shots. Turnaround 2 from Duran, misses it. Rebound Buzelis. Approaching the 6-minute mark to go in this game. Buzelis really got fouled, did not, but he knocks down the basket anyways. It's a 10-point lead now for the Bulls. $19 points now for Buzelis, 6 of 10 from the field. Here's Harris. Harris driving, lays it up off the glass and in. It's back to an 8-point game. Long pass to Terry. Terry goes to the rim, misses it, it gets blocked. You gotta hold on to that, Dalen. Here's Thompson. Send it to Duran. Duran against Vucevic. Turns around, knocks it down. It's a 6-point game again. Looks like Cunningham, the rest of the starters are set to check in for at least the Pistons. Jones, Vucevic, floater, knocks it down. That's a big basket. And a big assist. Timeout taken by the Pistons. 5:08 to go in this game. It's going to be close. It should not be, but it's just like that as a Bulls fan. It's an 8-point lead for Chicago. 5:08 to go. You're listening to Chicago Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live. .608 to go here in the fourth quarter and regulation and hopefully the game. Bulls on top by 8. With the Pistons will have possession of the basketball. This is closing time for Chicago. They got to get these points. They got to get this one. Buzelis is not in the game right now. It's getting to be scary time for Chicago. We need to close out this game. Josh Giddey, by the way, is in this game. Okoro is in this game. For the Bulls, this has to be a successful 5:08 to finish off this game. Okoro has 5 fouls. Giddey has 5 fouls. It's 2 starters with 5 fouls. That can play some offense. You got to get a stop here for the Bulls. Cunningham, or the starters are into this game for the Pistons. 3 from Cunningham. He knocks it down. It's a 5-point game. Pistons 6 of 20 from the 3-point line now. Here's Vucevic. Vucevic driving. Got his jersey grabbed, missed a shot. It's a rebound from the Pistons. Went strong, and there's a bad pass and a turnover and a steal from Jones. Giddey, please, okay, passes out. Herter, driving, back into the corner. Okoro, here's Jones, taking his time, pass out to Herter to Giddey. Vucevic open 2, knocks it down. That's a big basket. Lead is back up to 7. Giddey picks up another assist. Here's Thompson. 4:05 to go in this game. Vucevic, 24 points and 14 boards. Thompson pump fakes the 3, gets it back inside. It's tipped and out of bounds with 3:54 left, 6 on the shot clock. It's a 7-point game. Bulls are on top. Still scary hours. And 2 starters for the Bulls are playing with 5 fouls. Oh, Herter almost got that steal again, but this time Thompson grabs it and lays it up, and then it's a 5-point game again. It's a 2-possession game. Vucevic gets his jersey grabbed. Yeah, I was going to say I should have been a foul. 3:39 to go. I'm going to call Holland on the foul. I mean, Stewart still's grabbing the jersey. You still got to call a foul there on Stewart. Buzeus is back in this game. Herter's out. Buzeus pump fakes a 3. 2 on a shot clock. They got to shoot it. Buzeus a fadeaway. No good. Rebounded by the Pistons. Bad basketball right now for the Bulls. There's a layup, and it's good. It's a 3-point game. 3:07 to go. Vucevic racking. He misses the shot. Corner. 3 for Holland for the lead. It's good. Sorry, it's a tie game. It's 105. Vucevic a floater. It's good. 107, 105, 2:32 to go in this game. Remember, clock stops for each basket under 2 minutes. Cunningham. Oh my gosh, he knocks it down. We're tied back at 107. 2:15 to go in this game. Both starting units are out there for both teams. Jones driving a floater. Buzeus slams it home. That's a big dunk. 109, 107, Bulls on top. Again, this should not be a 2-point game. Bulls should be up by at least 10. But now they're fighting to escape tonight with the win. Thompson driving. Nearly walks with it, nearly throws it away, but Cunningham still gets it, makes a crossover move, lays it up and in. We're tied back up. 1:44 to go in this game. Jones. Driving. Send it to Vucevic. Send it to Giddey. Pump fakes a 3. Driving Vooch. A floater. Knocks it down. That's a big basket again from Vooch. We have a timeout call on the floor by Detroit. 111, 109. Bulls on top by 2. Vucevic with a game-leading 28 points. 1:31 to go. We're back into this. Crunch time in Chicago. Welcome back here to Shine Sports Live. We're almost done with this game tonight. There's 1:31 left. It's a 111-109 lead for Chicago. Neither team has a foul to give. Both teams have one challenge left. The Pistons only have one timeout left. The Bulls have 2 timeouts left. And it's crunch time. Both starting units are in the game for both teams. A lot of foul trouble between both starters. Both Okoro and Giddey have 5 fouls each. One more would get him out of this game. Got to be careful here. Here's Duran to the top of the key. If anyone you want shooting free throws, it's Jalen Duran. Here's Cunningham. Driving, fadeaway 2. He's short, rebounded by Vucevic. Big board as we approach the 1 minute mark. We just hit the 1 minute mark. 60 seconds to play in Chicago. It's 111-109. Trey Jones driving. And he kicks the basketball. It's out of bounds on Trey Jones. Not what you need there. You got to be smarter than that with the basketball. Got to be smarter with the basketball. Bulls still on top by 2, but Pistons are threatening to tie this one up. Cunningham, a wide open 3, short on it, rebounded, tipped and taken by Okoro. And a foul's called. It's going to be on, thank goodness it's on the Pistons. Bulls will get to the line for 2 shots. It's going to be on Holland. Unsure who's going to get the free throws. For Vucevic, she dropped down on that 3-point shot from Cunningham, basically gifting them the wide open shot, and Cunningham missed it. Bulls need to hit both of these. First one from Giddey is good. That's a big one. It's a 3-point lead. If you make this one, it's a 4-point lead. Still technically a 1-possession game. 4-point plays in play. Bulls do not want to see that happen. Free throw number 2 for Giddey is no good. Still a chance here for the Pistons to tie it. They're going quick. Ball's thrown out of play. It's going to be out of bounds on the Pistons. I was unsure to see exactly what the call was. And they're going to change. Unsure. Can't really see an angle. I think that should be Pistons basketball. They do roll Pistons basketball. Duran, Cunningham driving, lays it up, knocks it down. It's a 1-point lead for Chicago with 19 seconds left. Giddey trying to get over the timeline. He does. Pistons have to foul. They lose the basketball. And oh my gosh. Giddey with another turnover. Was I going to challenge it? And it hits Giddey's right hand there. So if it's not a foul, that's definitely going to be Pistons basketball. And, you know, all the mistakes in this fourth quarter have come back to haunt the Bulls badly. I think that's too difficult to overturn to a foul. All right. I don't think the Bulls are going to win this challenge. There's a lot of time for the Pistons to get something organized here with 12.7 left. I mean, I don't see how you can overturn that to a foul call on Cunningham. I mean, he does hit him in the left arm, but he might get ball first. And Stacey King saying there should have been a foul. It's very difficult to see a foul there. There is 12.7 left in this game. And this would be another Billy Donovan failure of this game. if the Pistons do win it. Took off the headset, so we should get a call here soon. They changed the clock. It's now 14 or 13.8 on the clock now. It would be a big foul in Cunningham if that is a foul. Officials still discussing it. Now the headsets are getting put back on. So what is clear is that the ball did go out of bounds off of Josh Giddey. The biggest thing here is whether or not there was a foul on Cade Cunningham. And again, it's too that there's not enough contact there, in my opinion, to call a foul on Josh Giddey. And if I had to think here, I would assume this call would stand. There is 13.8 left. Here's the call. So there is a foul called actually on Detroit. It's on Josh Giddey, or I'm sorry, on Cade Cunningham. I think he said a proximity foul. Regardless of what happens here, these are going to be 2 free throws only for Giddey. So the Pistons will still get a chance here to tie this one up if Giddey makes both shots. And there's basically 14 seconds left, so Giddey has to hit both of these. Pistons do not have any timeouts left. Oh, sorry. Okay, they changed. Okay, so the Pistons actually have 1 timeout left. So each team has 1 timeout left. Giddey has to knock down both of these free throws. These are huge. The first one is good. That's a big one. It's now a 2-point game. If he makes this one, it's a 3-point game. Best Pistons can do, unless they have a 4-point play opportunity, is tied at 114. Free throw number 2 for Giddey is good. And Bickerstaff will take his last timeout. 3-point game. Bulls got to play solid defense here for the last 13.8. A big overturn call has been a huge difference here because what probably should have been Pistons basketball down 1 with 14 seconds turned into a foul on Cade Cunningham, who is 1 foul away from fouling out. So if we go to overtime, he's playing dangerously with 1 foul left. But again, Giddey and Okoro also have 5 fouls. So a lot of fouls and a very epic finish to this game. 13.8 to go. And right now for the Bulls, you got to play a solid defense. You got to play solid defense here. Do not give up a wide open 3, number 1, and do not foul on the 3-point shot. Isaiah Stewart leads the Pistons in 3-point makes with 2, but there's a plethora of Pistons with 1 3 made. The Pistons overall tonight have not shot the 3-ball well. They're 7 of 22 from the 3-point line. But they're trying to get their 8th 3-point make to quiet this crowd and send this one to overtime. Gotta imagine, unless the Pistons get a shot early, they're going to try and hold at least to take some time off the clock so the Bulls can't get a chance here to win it if the Pistons are able to make a 3. You can also go quick here and make a quick 2 and unfoul and force the Bulls to make some free throws. Bulls going with their starters. You also don't want to have a foul prior to the throw-in because that would be a penalty on the Bulls. barely get the ball in. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham, step back. That's a three. Short on it. Rebound tipped out. Offensive board for Harris. History. That's no good. Rebounded by Josh Giddey, and a foul's called. 3.1 to go in this game. The Bulls played excellent defense. They did get up an offensive rebound, but the Pistons missed both shots. The second shot was difficult. The first three from Cunningham had some space, but the second three from Harris was crunched, and Giddey got the big rebound. And all he needs to do is make both free throws, and this one's officially sealed. If he misses one, there's still a chance for a 4-point play here, but they're going to give the foul on Kate Cunningham. So Kate Cunningham is officially fouled out with 23 points. So Giddey needs to make at least one, and he misses the first one. No timeouts left for Detroit. So they cannot stop the clock. And if you're the Bulls here, I just say give up the court. Don't even come close to fouling. Giddey knocks down number 2. 4-point game. Do not foul. Back off. Let the three happen. There's the three. It's missed. That is going to do it. The Bulls squeak out a win. It was not pretty. It was not a good finish, but the Bulls were able to squeak it out. 115 to 111. It always happens with this team, but they are able to eke out a win. 115 to 111. We'll take a quick break for about 30 seconds and be back to wrap up the broadcast with the postgame stats and looking at scores around the league. Once again, Bulls won at 115-111. We're opening tonight. You're listening to Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live, Bulls basketball. Bulls win the opener 115 to 111. Very scary, but the Bulls able to eke out the win. Before we go over stats, let's take a look at the other games around the league right now. What looks like it's going to go final. The Grizzlies should beat the Pelicans 126-122 with about a second left there. Jazz blowing out the Clippers right now, 94-63. They're halfway through the third quarter. Mavericks on top by 3 over the Spurs. They're about to end that first half. That's a late game there in Dallas. The Kings on top by 16 over the Suns early in that game. The Trailblazers about ready to start the second quarter on top 35-33 over the Timberwolves. And then finals today, the Knicks beat the Cavaliers 119 to 111. Hornets beat the Nets 136-117. The Magic beat the Heat 125 to 121. Raptors beat the Hawks 138 to 118. Oh, Philly came back and beat the Celtics 117 to 116. Looks like Tyrese Maxey had 40 points. Our game, the 115-111 win for the Bulls. And then the Bucks win by 13 over the Wizards, 133 to 120 in that game. It looks like Giannis had a good game there. For the stats, first for the Pistons, Asar Thompson in 33 minutes had 11 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Tobias Harris in 34 minutes had 10 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Jalen Duren only played 20 minutes, had foul trouble in the first half, had 15 points, 6 boards, 1 assist. Duncan Robinson in 32 minutes had 2 points and nothing else. Cade Cunningham had a double-double, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists. And triple-double watch there. Ronald Holland, he had 19 points, 4 boards, 3 assists. Big Ball Paul only played in 3 minutes, had 3 points. Javonte Green, he had a triple-single in 10 minutes. Karis LeVert had 8 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound in 21 minutes. And Isaiah Stewart, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists in 25 minutes. There. For the Bulls, Matas Buzelis, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist in 34 minutes. Isaac Okoro, 0 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists in 23 minutes. Outside foul trouble. Nikola Vucevic, 28 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists. He's going to be our player of the game tonight. Had a heck of a night tonight. Trey Jones, 12 points, 8 assists, 1 rebound in 32 minutes. Josh Gideon, 29 minutes, 19 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds. Patrick Williams played in 17 minutes, had 4 points and 4 rebounds. Dalen Terry got some action off the bench, had a triple-single, had 6 minutes. Ayo Dosunmu, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in 26 minutes. Kevin Huerter, 15 points, 5 rebounds, no assists in 27 minutes. And Jalen Smith, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist in 14 minutes. Not up to the greatest game tonight for him. For the overall stats, very close overall, as one would expect with a 4-point win. Bulls shot 39 of 87 from the field, and that equates to a 44.8% field goal percentage. Pistons, 43 of 97, that equates to a 44.3% on the field goal side. 3-pointers, this is probably where Chicago won the game. 11 of 30 from the 3-point line, 36% there. 7 of 24 for the Pistons, including 2 crucial misses in the final possession. They finished with 29%. Free throws, this also could be called for the reason why the Pistons lost. 26 of 32 for Chicago, 81% from the line. Pistons 18 of 26, 69% from the line. Total rebounds, Bulls out-rebounded the Pistons by 4, 50 to 46. Offensive rebounds, 13 to 12 in favor of Detroit. Defensive rebounds, 38 to 33 in favor of Chicago. Assists, both teams had 29 assists. Blocks, 10 to 8 in favor of Detroit. Steals, 8 to 6 in favor of Detroit. Bulls had 17 turnovers tonight. Not a good stat there. A lot of them came in the second half. And 10 assists for the Pistons, or 10 turnovers for the Pistons. Points in the paint, 68 for Detroit, 50 for Chicago. And personal fouls, 29 to 23 in favor of Detroit. And the final line, score by line, Bulls dominated the first quarter, 35-19. Pistons played pretty even in the second and third quarter, gained 1 point in those 2 quarters, but the biggest quarter for them was the fourth quarter, outscoring the Bulls by 11. But the Bulls able to barely hang on and win tonight by 4 points. For the Bulls, this is a learning opportunity, getting a big lead. Now, unfortunately, we've seen this happen way too often over the years, it seems, especially with Billy Donovan. We saw it happen when Jim Boylan was the coach. Got to be able to understand how to close out these games. And the Bulls were able to close it out tonight, but a couple shots go one way. I mean, that big overturn call, what was probably not the right overturn, gave Chicago a couple free throws and a chance to seal the game. They eventually did. And for the Pistons, they unfortunately dropped the game tonight and will lose. So, with that being said, it is a 115-111 victory for Chicago. They moved to 1-0 in the year. The Pistons dropped the 0-1. Thank you all for listening, and thank you all for tuning in. Once again, 115-111, Bulls win it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. don't know when the next broadcast is going to be, but hopefully it'll be soon. Well, with that being said, thank you all for listening. This has been a presentation of Chicago Bulls basketball on Shy Sports Live.